The maze of income tax refund cases does not seem to end. The ever-changing legislations give ambiguity of interpretation. This has resulted in litigation. One such matter is the conflicting provisions in Section 143 subsection 1d and Section 241a, read with 143 bracket 2 and 143 bracket 3. In this case law of Vodafone Idea, Supreme Court provides some clarity. Supreme Court dismisses Vodafone Mobile Services Limited's appeal. It upholds a revenue sanction in withholding 4,000 crores of refund pending scrutiny assessments for assessment years 2015-16 to 2017-18. For assessment year 2014-15, since a final assessment order had been passed, Supreme Court directs revenue to refund 733 crores within 4 weeks. Supreme Court rules that issuance of notice under Section 143 bracket 2 is enough to trigger the required consequence under Section 143 subsection 1d. This is of keeping the return processing in abeyance for assessment years ending on or before March 31st, 2017. However, for returns filed in respect of assessment years commencing on or after April 1st, 2017, Supreme Court rules that the requirements of Section 241A of the Act must be satisfied. Citing distinction between the powers to be exercised in summary assessment cases under Section 143 subsection 1 with that of scrutiny assessment cases under Section 143 bracket 2 bracket 3, Supreme Court rules that considering the nature of power exercisable under these two limbs of Section 143, the inescapable conclusion is that the processing of return under subsection 1 of Section 143 must await the further exercise of power of scrutiny assessment under subsection 2 and subsection 3 of Section 143. Supreme Court opines that the aforestated conclusion is fortified and strengthened by clear stipulation to that effect in subsection 1d of Section 143, which uses the expression the processing of a return shall not be necessary where a notice has been issued to the assessee under subsection 2. Further, Supreme Court remarks that if the return itself is under probe and scrutiny, such return cannot be the foundation to sustain a claim for refund till such scrutiny is not complete. Supreme Court rules that in respect of assessment years ending on 31st March 2017 or before, if a notice was issued in conformity with the requirements stated in Section 143 bracket 2, it shall not be necessary to process the refund under Section 143 bracket 1, and that the requirement to process the return shall stand overridden. However, for assessment years commencing on or after the 1st April 2017, Supreme Court acknowledges a different regime contemplated by the Parliament vide Section 241A, which states that Section 241A requires a separate recording of satisfaction on part of the AO that having regard to the fact that a notice has been issued under Section 143 bracket 2, the grant of refund is likely to adversely affect the revenue. In the first place, why did the company move to Supreme Court against Delhi High Court judgment? There was a writ petition that was filed in the Delhi High Court which was dismissed. Vodafone Mobile Services Limited filed a writ for expeditious processing of income tax refund for assessment year 2014-15 to assessment year 2017-18 of an amount of 4,759.74 crores. This writ petition was dismissed by the High Court. In the submissions made before the High Court, the company and the AR of the company represented few covered cases. Tata Teleservices, and Group M Media Services. In these cases, the courts had held the fact that a regular assessment is resorted to does not ipso facto mean that in every case the AO has to refuse refunds or there is an automatic bar to refunds. But assessing officer needs to apply his mind and make an order keeping in perspective the facts of the case. And also the company took the cognizance of the statements made in report of the Income Tax Simplification Committee. So based on these strengths, the company had filed writ petition before the Delhi High Court. But the Delhi High Court observed that in this case, the assessing officer has exercised discretion under section 143 subsection 1d to not process the returns unless scrutiny assessment is completed. The reason is because the assessee had tax demands in the previous 2-year assessments. Hence, there was a risk of tax liability in these cases. So, with all this analysis, Delhi High Court holds that revenue should have the right to adjust the demands against the refunds that may arise but have not yet been determined due to ongoing scrutiny proceedings. Hence, now the company had to move to Supreme Court against Delhi High Court judgment. To reiterate, these were the income tax refunds that were due. Assessment year 2014-15, 1,532 crores. Refunds stalled for pending scrutiny assessments. Assessment year 15-16, 1,355 crores. Refunds stalled for pending scrutiny assessments. Assessment year 16-17, 1,128 crores. Refunds stalled for pending scrutiny assessments. Assessment year 2017-18, 743 crores. Supreme Court ordered that this amount has to be refunded to the assessee. Let us have a look at the tax provisions. Section 241A was inserted by the Finance Act 2017 with effect from 1st April 2017, which reads as under: withholding of refund in certain cases. For every assessment year commencing on or after the first day of April 2017, where refund of any amount becomes due to the assessee under the provisions of subsection 1 of section 143, and the assessing officer is of the opinion, having regard to the fact that a notice has been issued under subsection 2 of section 143 in respect of such return, that the grant of the refund is likely to adversely affect the revenue, he may, for reasons to be recorded in writing, and with the previous approval of the principal commissioner or commissioner as the case may be, withhold the refund up to the date on which assessment is made. Section 143 subsection 1d reads as under: notwithstanding anything contained in subsection 1, the processing of a return shall not be necessary where a notice has been issued to the assessee under subsection 2, provided that the provisions of this subsection shall not apply to any return furnished for the assessment year commencing on or after first day of April 2017. So the summary of this entire case law is: point number 1, prior to assessment year 2015-16, refunds cannot be withheld if scrutiny is pending. It is sufficient while processing the return of section 143 subsection 1, if a refund is arrived at, that has to be granted to the assessee. Point number 2, for assessment year 2015-16 and assessment year 2016-17, refunds can be withheld due to insertion of section 143 subsection 1d, which says that if scrutiny assessments are pending, then refunds can be withheld till the conclusion of such assessments. Point number 3, for assessment year 2017-18 and further years, refund can be withheld as per section 241A only with the prior approval of the Principal Commissioner of Income Tax or the Commissioner of Income Tax. Thank you for a patient hearing. In order to get more such videos, kindly subscribe this channel and click on bell button to receive new videos in real time. Please like the video in order to encourage to make more such videos.